First thing I think you need to understand is that everyone on the internet is looking for internet utopia, meaning our objective on the internet is to create the perfect order and sales process to maximize your profits. The problem lies in the fact that internet utopia doesn't exist. We're never going to have a 100% conversion rate. Does that mean we should stop our testing and should stop trying to improve our websites? No, that is not what it means. What it means is just realize that you're never going to achieve the top part of it, but the bigger problem in all of this, the bigger problem in all of this is the fact that many people have been sold to believe that a 2, 3, 4, 5% conversion rate is the best you're ever going to do. And that's not true. You see, I believed that as myself for a long time. That 2, 3, 4, even 5%, even 8% conversion rate was the end, meaning that if I stop there, I'm not going to ever achieve any better. And that's not true, because we have sites right now that are converting on just sales. And let's just not talk about opt-in because that's crazy numbers. But just sales, we have sites right now, and I'm going to show you one of them that's converting at 9, 10, 11, 12, 15% off sales. And this is off general traffic. This is not promoted traffic. So we're going to show you what that looks like, and we're going to show you our process throughout this whole thing. But why do people not do everything that they should be doing? Well, A, they don't know what it is. And that's a valid excuse. If you don't know what to do, how can you do it, of course? So we're going to show you that, and we're going to enlighten you, and hopefully these videos that we've done so far have done a good job in doing that. Second part, they don't have the skill. You know, I was in college for a very brief period of time, and while I was there, though, I met this one teacher, and this one teacher told me, if you don't know how to do anything, then hire someone else to do it for you. And that would be my advice to you. If you don't have the skill, then get someone and find someone with the skill in order to do it for you. You don't have the time. This one's the most ridiculous answer I've ever heard in my life. You don't have the time. You don't have the time to make more money? Why are you even running a business? My advice to you would be quit. Go get a job. Because if you don't have the time to make more money in your business, if you don't have enough time to optimize your business, you shouldn't be in business. That's really just my opinion. And you don't think you can do it. Well, maybe you can't because you think that way. Let's put it that way. Now, you can do it. Anyone can do this if you know the process. You see, you have to know the process first before we do it. So, again, let's continue on. So what are the elements? An opt-in page. You need an opt-in page to build a bigger list. A follow-up process on how to automatically sell more products literally while you sleep, and we talked about that. The sales page, how to convert more prospects into customers. Your sales page is going to be the critical piece of your whole marketing element because that's what's going to do the selling for you. And the fallback strategy, what to do if they don't buy your product. What do you do if they don't buy your product? Most people, nothing. But if you follow our system that we've outlined so far, you will be able to do something when they do not buy your product. And then what happens after the sale? How do you get more sales? We're going to focus just on the opt-in page process. First of all, my first response to you is don't be a wimp. Use an opt-in page. Why are you using an opt-in page? If you're not using an opt-in page right now, there is something wrong with you. Don't be a wimp about it. Just use it. And here's the other part that kind of burns my butt, and that is when I see a person with an opt-in page that has the opt-in page there, and they're doing a great job so far, and then at the bottom, if you want to skip this part, click here. Or if you don't want to give me your name and email address, click this link. You're an idiot. Don't. Stop it. Just stop it now. You want to use a forced opt-in page. And a forced opt-in page means that they cannot see what you're selling until they give you their name and email address. Make people give you their name and email address before they see your product or service. Force them to give it to them. That's the key to this whole process. People are using this. This is not new. People are using this strategy all over the internet. It's not just the internet marketers. People think, oh, this is an internet marketing strategy. Therefore, I am not going to use it because my market is different. My market is so sophisticated. Well, dude, no, it's not. Because everyone's using this. A lot of big companies are using this. For example, I don't know if you guys ever heard of a couple of little newspapers called the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal. You know, go to Google, type in a search, and then on the Google News. And when you go to Google News, you'll find out that a lot of newspapers require you to give them their name and your name and email address before you see the article. What is that? That's called an opt-in page. So if these companies are using it, what, are you too good not to use it? So think of what these big companies are doing. They have a lot bigger list than I do, and they have a lot bigger list than you do. And they have probably a lot bigger list than all of us put together. But they're using it, and they are multi-million dollar companies, if not billion-dollar companies. So let's look at this. Mainstream companies like the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, and many, many others are using this strategy. So shouldn't we use it? Again, the 3 words that I'll use over and over again, that you'll hear me use over and over again, is success leaves traces. Success leaves traces, meaning, what we need to do and what we should be doing is already out there. We just got to track it down, and we've got to watch and observe exactly what they're doing and how they're doing it. Now, we know that with some direct response techniques, we can make it work a little bit better. So here's some of the other things. So major media outlets are using this strategy. So why aren't you using this strategy? Let's talk about why an opt-in page works. Here's why it works. It creates a higher value for your products and services. It creates a higher value for your products and services. It makes your visitors basically pay a price in order to see what you have to offer. See, imagine going up to 2 tables. Okay, I'm just going to improvise here. We have 2 tables. Okay, one table has this guy, and he's selling you this particular product, and it's laid out on the table, and it's nice and shiny, and it's kind of cool, and he demonstrates it to you, and you either say yes or no, right? Okay, that's a sales letter. Now, on the other side, we have this guy. He has his product there, but under his product is covered on top, covered by this black veil, and it's like behind this little curtain. And he says, well, I'll tell you all about my product, but what I need is a little bit of information from you first. Because this product is so special. This product is so amazing that once you see it, it's going to knock your socks off. In fact, this product is going to be the end-all to all the problems you've ever had in life. But all I need in order for you to see this product is your name and email address. That's an opt-in page. You see, it could be the exact same product, but one has a higher value because it's covered up. Do you see what I mean? So ultimately, it's a huge takeaway. It's a takeaway saying, okay, I've got this amazing product, but you can't see it unless you give me your name and email address. And it works. What it does is it frames the product or service to the end user in a very positive way, causing more desire and greater need for it. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay, we have, I send you an email. Let's just kind of do this. I send you an email. The first email says, hi, this is Armin Morin, and, I was at this product recently. I got to the web page. First of all, I wasn't very impressed with it. The web page was kind of shabbily put together. It looked like the next door neighbor's kid kind of slapped something up on a website. I bought it. It was okay, but it wasn't really, what they said it was. In fact, it was probably way below par. You'd probably do your best at probably not buying this product at all, but if you really want to look at it, yeah, here's a link. Now, that's the first email I send you. But the second email says, hi, this is Armin Morin, and I have an amazing product that you are not going to believe. This product, when I first started using it, started saving me time, it started saving me money, and it started increasing the value of the work that I was doing almost instantaneously. It was like magic. If it wasn't for this product, I don't know what I would be doing for today. So here's this link, and what I want you to do right now is I want you to click this link immediately, because every minute that you're not clicking this link is costing you huge amounts of time. Do you see what I mean? One, we framed it so it was like, oh, okay, if you want to, it kind of sucks, but if you want to, here it is. The second one says, it's amazing, it's incredible, you got to see it. So it's framing the person before they get to the website. Now, it could have been the exact same website, but because there was 2 different ways that we put a person's mind in before they saw it, we're going to get entirely different results. And that's what your opt-in page does, is it frames the product or service that you're selling to the end user in a very positive way, because you are controlling exactly what that frame is. Does that make sense to everybody? It should. because it's like you're pre-selling your product. That's really what it works like. So why wouldn't you use an opt-in page? Well, let's talk about the common responses I get when people say, I don't want to use an opt-in page. Here's what people have told me over the years. And some of them are kind of funny, so let's get into it. My affiliates don't like it. My affiliates don't like it. Well, I think there's something wrong either A, with your affiliates, or B, in your opt-in page. And here's the reason why. If you're doing your opt-in page right, you're going to increase your sales, which means that your affiliates are going to ultimately make more money. I have an opt-in page at every single one of mine, and I have the highest, well, I don't say I have the highest, but I have at least one of the highest conversion rates out there for products and services on the net. My affiliates absolutely love the fact that I collect names and email addresses, because when I collect a name and email address, that means that they're going to make more money. So your affiliates obviously don't understand the power of an opt-in page. Think about it. Okay, let's say you're an affiliate and I have an opt-in page and I'm selling a product. You're one of my affiliates, so you send me traffic. First of all, you can send it to my website and, we might get 2-3%. Okay, so how much money are you making? Well, you're only making 2-3% of the sales. So now let's do it the other way. So now you're an affiliate of mine. You send me traffic, but now I'm converting at 7, 8, 9, 10%. Are you happier or you're not happy? See the bottom line? So your affiliates just don't understand the process. Your affiliates don't understand the process, and you probably haven't explained it right, and your opt-in pages are probably not working right. So we'll fix that today. People don't like them. So what? Do you think that you're going to sell every single person that comes to your website? No, you're not. You're not going to sell everybody that comes to your website. We already told you. That's called Internet Utopia. It doesn't exist. But we know if you do the right things, you can at least get 50, 60, 70% of the people to give you their name and email address if you position it in the proper way. So the other people that didn't like it, well, A, either you might have presented it wrong to them, or B, they just don't like opt-in pages, and therefore we don't need them. So who cares? The next thing, I don't get many people opting in. It's because your opt-in page stinks. Your opt-in page stinks. I can teach anyone how to create a great opt-in page, and we're going to do it. We're going to show you exactly what it is. I'm going to give you an example. So your opt-in page stinks. I tried it and it doesn't work because you did it wrong. That's the bottom line. Now, let's move on. I don't get it. You don't have to get it. Just do it. I have an opt-in box on my website. An opt-in box on your website in the middle of your sales letter is not the same thing as an opt-in page. Has not even the closest effect. I had an opt-in box on my website too. On one of my websites that I started using, when I first started using opt-in pages, was on ebook generators on the upper left-hand side of my website. I was converting at, I believe, about 13% or so. That was pretty good. Pretty good, 13% on the sales letter. But here's what happened. All of a sudden, I started going to an opt-in page. Now, that website, that exact same website, produces over 50% opt-in, so that's a little over 3 times the amount of opt-ins that I was getting, and our conversion rate on that website right now, I believe, is about 8%. So think about it. I use ClickBank. ClickBank has nothing to do with an opt-in page, but yeah, I get this an awful lot. I run Google AdWords, therefore I can't use an opt-in page. No, you can't use a pop-up. There's nothing that says you can't use an opt-in page on Google AdWords. Well, the Google Slap thing, you know what I mean. The Google Slap says that you can't use an opt-in page because there's not enough words on the page, and therefore you're going to be paying a lot of clicks. No, that's not true. That is the biggest myth of all. It's not the fact that Google doesn't like opt-in pages, because if you look at every single one of my websites, we use opt-in pages, and we have a ton of affiliates promoting our products and services. And this is the biggest myth, I think, that everyone that is floating around on the internet right now, is that Google AdWords does not like opt-in pages. That is a bunch of bull. What the problem is that people do not know exactly how to write their ads for Google AdWords. That's why you're paying too much money. Your ads are not relevant. We're going to talk about that in the future. But here's the thing. If you structured your ad properly and you optimize your landing page, your opt-in page for those specific keywords, then you're going to have no problem with Google AdWords whatsoever. So don't blame it on Google AdWords. As you can see, I'm a little, tight about that, little tense about talking Google AdWords, because it's a big myth floating around the internet that's getting a lot of people not to do the things that they should be doing because some goofball somewhere on the internet says that Google doesn't like opt-in pages. That's not true. Get the facts straight before you go out saying something. So let's go on. Opt-in example. Here's an opt-in page. My product padlock website. I launched this just a little while ago.